Science, Living Things and Their Environments, Genetic Inheritance in Living Things, Part 4. Please look in your science book. Look at pages 64 to 67. Turn to page 64. Two, genetic traits of animals and plants. Similar to us, animals and plants also pass on their genes to their offspring. 1. Genetic traits of animals. In nature, all animals are born by their parents. They have many traits that are similar to those of their parents. Animals of the same type have some similar genetic traits. The examples of genetic traits that are passed on to other animals are body shape, earlobe, fur color, eye color, skin pattern, hair type, and height. So if we look at these pictures, we can see that they are all very similar. They're not exactly the same, but they are similar to the parents. This lion cub, you can see that it's a lion, the same as the mother. The same with the snails. They both have the white body and the brown shells. And the squid, they have similar body markings and body shapes. Dogs, cats, this one's black, but they all have the blue eyes. The rats, they all look very much like the adult rat. And all these bees, they look basically the same. All the rabbits, they all have white fur and black ears. Turn to page 65. Example, genetic traits of dogs. P generation. We have the brown dog with AA, but a capital A for the allele. Made this word here, allele. Then we have the white dog. It says here white. It looks grey, but we'll say white. And this has two small a's for the alleles. So the gametes A and A, they both pass to the offspring. And the same with the small a's, they pass to all the offspring. But this generation, F1 generation, they pass AA, 1A capital to one of their offspring and 1A lowercase to another one of their offspring. And you can see how they mix. This one goes to here. This one goes to here. So not this one, this one. This one goes to here. So you can see how they all mix as they go through the generations. F2 generation, we now have a mix of 2 capital A's, a mix of A's, an uppercase and a lowercase. Same here, an uppercase and a lowercase. And this one here has the 2 lowercase. If we look here, A shows allele of brown fur. The lowercase a shows allele of white fur. If there are 4 dogs in the F1 generation, then all of them will have the dominant trait of brown fur. If the dogs in the F1 generation breed with each other, then the dogs in the F2 generation will have a ratio of 3:1 dominant trait to recessive trait. This means that 3 of the dogs in F2 generation will have brown fur and only 1 of them will have white fur. So if you look at the picture again above this section here, you can see that the F2 dogs has 3 brown dogs, and then the 1 white dog has the AA but the lowercase a. From the example above, we see that all puppies from the first generation, F1 generation, have a dominant trait of brown fur. 3 of the puppies in the F2 generation have a dominant trait of brown fur. 1 puppy in the F2 generation has a recessive trait of white fur. This is how traits with alleles are passed on from parents to their offspring in each generation. Turn to page 66. Two, genetic traits of plants. Plants also carry on their genetic traits to their offspring, e.g., the types of stems, types of leaves, color and smell of the flowers, types of fruits and seeds. All these traits are passed on from the parent plants to their offspring over many generations. So, if you think about it, all the roses from one rose bush, all the flowers will smell the same. They will have a similar color. And the same as the fruits. All oranges taste like oranges. They may have a slightly different taste, but you can still tell it's orange. So here, if we look at these pictures, we can see spring onion. Okay, they all look the same. They're not exactly the same. Just like with the animal pictures earlier. But they're mostly the same. And the coriander, the bok choy, the lotus, the leaf shapes, the sizes are very similar. And the flowers, they're all very similar. Same with the sunflowers, the leaves, flower heads, the globe, amaranth. Again, similar color, similar shape. Melon, these are all round. Orange and mango. You see they're all very similar. Turn to page 67. 1. These animals are. So, what are they? They're tigers. The offspring looks like its parents in. Okay, so which one of these does the offspring look like its parents? So hair color. Okay, so they all have the same color hair, don't they? The ear. They all have the same shape of ear. And the tail. They all have a tail and they're all the same kind of shape and length. Body shape. Well, they're all tiger body shape. So, body shape. Hair. Okay, this is different to this hair. This one is for the length of the hair. Is the hair long? Is it short? Is it straight? Is it curly? So they all have the same kind of length of hair and it's all straight hair. So we can tick for hair. Others. Okay, so for others, you can write a different thing here. So if you think they have the same claw or the same skin or the same eyes, you can write that in here and put a tick in here. 2. Explain how the offspring looks like its parents. 1. The tiger cub has the body shape similar to that of its parents. Okay, so body shape. Let's write another one. 2. The tiger cub has the same skin pattern and fur color as its parents. 3. What makes the offspring and its parents look alike? So fur here is what we call the hair on an animal. We don't really say hair for a cat or a dog or a lion. We say fur. 3. What makes the offspring and its parents look alike? The offspring received genetic traits from its parents. So it's the genetics that make the offspring look like the parents. Homework. 1. Make the mind map on page 68. 2. Take a photo of the page after you have made the mind map. 3. Send the photo to the science classroom. So here on this page, for example, with hair color, draw a face with some hair and have one hair color, and then draw another face and have another hair color. So you will have 2 different traits. Same for ear, same for stem. Okay, so draw 2 ears, but different ears for different traits. Stem. Draw one stem that is straight and draw another stem that has the thorn. That's all from me on this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye!